Welcome to Just Winging It, a Guardians of the Galaxy podcast. I'm your host, Peter Quill, also known as Star-Lord. And with me today is Groot.
I am Groot.
And Rocket.
What am I supposed to say to that?
Maddox, you're supposed to do a Scottish accent. We talked about this.
You should have done a Scottish accent and said flark a few times.
Oh, man.
Now the facade's broken.
Yeah,
Oh,
you ruined it.
I was not
Now
expecting
Jim
to
can't just say I am Groot the whole time. He's actually got to participate.
I wasn't expecting to change your voice with it.
Well, you're the one who's like, do we have to do the voices the whole time?
Joking. Oh, that's funny.
Well, I can't read your facial expression, Maddox, over this microphone.
All right.
Oh, hello, child. Go back to bed, please.
Child.
Ugh.
Loot in. So if you can't guess by that super professional intro, this episode we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. They got some new fun stuff coming out. But before we jump into that, like always, we got to do a little introduction stuff. So first things first, Alive on One episodes, Alive on One instances. Jen, do you have any?
So in a recent League game, I was playing against Ben, who is a great APOC player, and he sent a Death Toad after my Alive on One Wong. So I believe he tried to attack him twice, and he just couldn't kill him between the reroll from Miles Morales and also Amazing Spider-Man was there to sort of witty banter any of the extra dices from him. So, yeah, he couldn't get his death tokens from Wong.
Nice.
So that was a hilarious thing. But it was a great game overall. But that was just heartbreaking that he just couldn't kill Wong.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that happens a lot, where it's like Wong alive on one or live, or Wong just is alive, and you're like, you cannot kill that guy.
Nope, he was a god tank in that game. But yeah, he was able to heal and flip a bunch of points. He was just a menace that game.
Wong rolls the greatest defense dice. It doesn't matter what's happening. That guy just
says, I do what I want.
Yep, that was my Alive on One, though.
Nice. What about you, Nick? You got anyone?
it was nothing exciting, but I had an Alive on One's Nova that was also bleeding, so I couldn't do what I wanted to do, which was annoying.
What do you mean? You just move and he shakes the condition.
It only shakes the condition if I had the power to do that. And at that point, I didn't.
Doesn't he move the condition just with the movement and then he generates power, or do you have to do that little range 2 place thing?
Bad at playing that character? Probably. Let's see.
Oh, let's go
yeah, pretty sure Nova Force, right? That's what it does. You move, and after it's resolved, you get 2 power, and you get to remove all any conditions from them.
All right. Well, that's what happens when you've only played a character twice. There you go. My own fault.
How fitting for the topic, though. We're going to learn about Guardians together.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot on that card that I'm still working through.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wall of text, like we'll talk about, where it's like he's also a little confusing play style. Not confusing, but just different, I guess.
He's very different.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Blaster Juggernaut, basically.
That's a good way of putting it. It's a really good way of putting it. My 11-1s were pretty fun. I played a shield game, obviously, where at the end of the game, I had Nick Fury Jr. alive on 1, and I had the Black Widow alive on 1, just running away into the corner, being like, please don't kill me. And ended up winning that game.
Nice.
Because I stayed alive.
Good job. That's how the government does it.
Standing on top of a trash can cowering, like Nick Jr. does.
Yep.
Cool. And the next thing is hobby catch up. I have still been, building and painting a lot of models for timeline stuff. So I got my Red Skull 2 built up. And then I've started using a lot of texture grit from Huge Miniatures. Affiliate link below if you want to find out about them. And I quite like it, I gotta say, because it's more just like a gravelly, and I get a lot of different sizes of it. Because like texture paint is easy, but I was kind of not liking how it's all just the same size. I wanted more like, there's something actually like broken here. There's a lot more texture to it. I just also hate PVA glue of trying to glue down bases. So I found a product by AK that's just called Gravel and Sand Fixer. And it's basically just like really thin super glue that I can just suck up with a pipette and then drop onto the sand and the gravel or little rock debris, and it just sticks down the base really easily. It smells terrible, but it works really, really well. So I really like it.
Glue?
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that wild?
That's a time-honored American tradition. How dare.
Come on.
But that's cool though. Like I'm glad that worked out. Like I guess just wear a mask, right? But otherwise, if the effect's worth it, then yeah.
I just brought my air purifier into my hobby room when I started cooking that thing.
That's using science.
Who wears masks? Just huff in all the fumes.
Yeah,
it's good for you.
It's not that bad. It's just like this doesn't smell great. It doesn't give me a headache. That's
how you build immunities.
Is it, Nick?
I don't.
Is that how you build immunity to glue?
Listen, you gotta take the sacrifice to make the models look good. Okay, that's just what it is.
You're right. For my timeline event, where again I'm going to play them once and then stop playing them probably.
Sounds like a you problem.
Nah, I'll take it back out. But again, I'm really liking how these bases are coming out because MCP bases after a while get really boring because they're all just parking lot kind of stuff. And so this is fun that you can put a lot more texture into them.
That's true. Yeah. I was always excited with the Dormammu and APOC kits that they actually came with custom bases.
Yeah, I agree.
That's more akin to the model.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's all I've been really up to. I haven't really done anything else. What about you, Nick?
Hobby-wise? What have I done? Oh, I started painting more of the the Seraphon lizard dudes.
Yeah.
They're not done. They take a lot longer than I'd like them to.
Yeah, because they're all really big, right?
They're pretty big. I mean, like, the base. The, like, overall color is really easy because I just use, like, a blue quick speed paint to get the scales and stuff. But now that I've moved on to, like, the gold armor and stuff, that slows it down quite a bit because you have to actually care about where you're putting your brush.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's harder to touch up if you mess up on an area that was... my brain's not working.
That you use like contrast paint on?
Yeah.
Like if you slip over? Yeah, because you lose your...
harder to clean that.
Yeah, your base coat or your prime color underneath is different, and so it's hard to just fix it. I agree, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you got on your table?
On my table, I have a Proxima Midnight.
Ooh. Did you actually build her?
Maybe I'm building her right this moment.
Oh my god. You're going to hear like clipping of models and stuff like that.
Was that inspired by last episode when we were talking about
it was, actually. But nice. I ended up with the entire Black Order. Like, I need Proxima Midnight because I want to try her in Guardians. I better buy the entire affiliation.
Just to be safe.
Hey, you never know when you're going to need a Black Dwarf.
I have wanted the affiliation for a while, but they've never been great, so I've never felt like I needed to pick them up, but I just did this time.
They were great back in the day, back when it was just kill people.
Oh, you mean when Carl made me almost quit the game because he made me want to rage because of his freaking Black Order list?
He's Carl.
Oh, yeah, Carl. It's all your fault. Like most things.
That no one even knows about this podcast. All right, well, Jen, I'm going to ask. I'm assuming the answer is no, but have you done any hobby-related stuff?
So I am in Shatterpoint build mode still. So we just built Fifth Brother to make some more premiere lists so that we actually have more squads besides the Mandalorian list that we can field.
There you go.
I did buy the Ki Mundi, I think it's named, the Conehead dude.
That is Ki Mundi, yes.
Yeah, but I am thinking about replacing his head with a different head in that
come
case.
on.
That's what makes him him.
The cone head?
I don't know. His pose just seems like really static and kind of boring, and like the character also doesn't seem that interesting, to be honest.
Do you have an extra head laying around from a different kid?
Yeah. So
you are not a Star Wars fan, are you?
Well, I am a Star Wars viewer.
Okay, but you don't know any of the extended universe and the older stuff, like the books, comics.
My impression is that people don't like Ki-Mundi as a whole.
He's okay. He's okay.
You were the first person Nick, that I've talked to that said that everyone else hates his guts.
I don't hate him. He's just kind of there.
I know literally nothing about him.
He's just a strange character in the whole Jedi Order. It's just weird. We're not going to get into it here.
Yeah. There's a myriad of things. I'll pick your brain about it at another point. Yeah. But the idea is that I was hoping to take either second Fifth Brother's head or one of the Padawan's heads. And if I can find the cloak from Cable that I stowed away somewhere, because I didn't use Cable's cloak when I built him, maybe we can make a pretty cool model that has a little more flow to it,
Yeah, some kid passion. That's what I was hoping you were saying. It was going to be some head from a different game system. Here's a Space Marine's head. just plopped on this guy's body.
I have a spare Logan head. I was like, can we make Logan a Jedi?
Is it the one with the hat?
No, I use the one with the hat. I'm using the one without the hat. That
would have been really funny.
I need to see his Caddy Monday model now. Because usually those models for Shatterpoint are not the most static from what I noticed.
No, they're usually pretty good, but this one's just the only difference, he's got a Jedi pose, like lightsaber pose, but he's got one tactical rock. That's the thing that differentiates.
Trying to find him. Rock. Of course, he's not like easily found on their front page of the website.
No, I don't even know how to spell that guy's name. Start with a K or a C? I don't know.
It's a K.
K-I.
Yeah. It's almost pronounced Kiadi, like K-I-A-D-I, I believe.
Are you still liking Shatterpoint, Jen? I don't know, have you played it a couple more times?
Yeah, basically, it's like everyone's Web Warriors, essentially.
Oh.
Shatterpoint's a lot of fun.
That sounds kind of nice.
What I played of it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Like I said, the attack trees are the most fun aspect of that sort of like highlight character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he is just in like that standard getting ready to fight pose.
All right. Well, the more I look at my Ewok on my table, maybe I'll actually.
I don't hate that model. It looks like Kiadamundi.
No, it's fine. But yeah, I also like. Essentially, I'm going to be seeing him a lot because I guess he's going to be the new backbone for a lot of like Jedi lists in the the Republic list.
Going forward,
is he a newer model?
Yes, he just came out. His rules are bonkers good, and if you like Jedis, you should run him.
I love Jedi. I love Jedi, and I love clones. Have they upgraded the clones at all, or are they still crap?
There are some good clones that have been released, and you should look forward to running more Galactic Republic.
Like, I know the Bad Batch are really good, but outside of that, I was not.
Very, very quickly, because this is quickly turning into a large Shatterpoint segment. If you like clones, please check out the clones that come with the Mace Windu box. They're very good.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a new one that's coming out also with Kit Fisto that seemed very, very good.
I just saw that, and that's a very cool model of Kit Fisto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those ones specifically are very good at specifically singling out and trying to killing primary characters.
Sounds like I need to buy some more Shatterpoint minis.
Yep. But yeah, this has been our Shatterpoint hour, so I hope you all enjoyed that.
I mean, I like Shatterpoint. I would love to talk more about Shatterpoint on a podcast, but this is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Put it back.
This is space adjacent. At least.
That's true. That is space adjacent, and they're both owned by Disney, so maybe they'll just meld into the same thing. I don't know.
And they're basically sister games, right? They're both made by MG, right?
Yeah. It's true. It's all true.
Well, good. Other hobby stuff. Bork, for some reason, bought a third Apocalypse model. I think that guy has a problem.
Really?
No, he put one on reserve at Crossroads for when he shows up in a few days to hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
So that guy.
Yep.
I think plans are moving forward. He's not like 100% said this, but I think he's talking about raffling one off at the charity tournament because for some reason he wants to pay another one. I was thinking that the other day because I dropped and broke my Namor's trident, which I did fix. It's fixed and perfectly fine now. Green stuff works really well at fixing that trident. But I was like, man, do I just buy another one of these Namor models and repaint it? And I was just thinking about how much time I put into the stupid water effect on it. I'm like, I really don't want to redo this. So like, I don't know why he keeps painting the same model over and over again.
You need more water terrain, though.
I do need more water terrain. I was at a pet store today and I even thought about that. I saw like a little wrecked, like sunken ship thing. Like I should buy that and make a table out of it.
You should. And then we can all be like, oh no, he gets bonuses for water. And I'll be like, I hate that.
I get an extra dice because I'm within range 2 of a water feature.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. Well, any other fun life catch up new stuff going on with either of you guys?
Monster Hunter's out. That's pretty fun.
What's out?
Monster Hunter Wilds.
I've heard that's good.
It's pretty good.
And by I heard it's good, I mean I turned on my PlayStation today and I had 5 friends playing it. I was like, good grief.
You sure did.
Yep.
Well, yeah. No, I'll just keep playing Rivals like I always do.
I do love Rivals. I'm so close to gold. It's like killing me inside.
I still haven't played ranked a single time.
Oh, I just really, really want that stupid black and red outfit for Sue.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the Malice outfit? Is that what it is?
No, the Malice one I have. You can pay money for it. Yeah.
Okay.
I also have the wedding dress. So now I need this one. I need all of the Sue Storm outfits.
Nick might have a problem.
I like Sue. It's going to be just as bad when Rogue comes out, because I also
I have
love
all the
Rogue.
Thor skins except for just one
Thor
of them,
skin.
So. Mm-hmm.
That
Cool.
did not sound right to me at first, Maddox, so I had to do a double take on that one.
All right. Well, then, last thing before we jump into the episode details. As you know, March 15th is our cancer event at Midgard Hobbies. I think it is full. It's got a waiting list. We had one person drop and one person coming off the waiting list. Nick, this better be a joke in the document where I'm going to literally throw something at you.
Oh my God, really?
Just throw it right now so it hits your computer screen. I'll even turn my camera on.
So you can watch it.
Yes, it's a joke.
Yeah. Nick jokingly put in here that he's going to drop to go to a concert, and we're like, we swear to God, Nick. You better bring that Rush Hour 2 copy on VHS, though.
If you bring one of the terrain things, it's in that.
Okay, so I'll just bring that whole box. You got you left it at Crossroads?
Yeah, I did. I don't want that.
I love that. Then there's like a kid at Crossroads like looking at the box, and he's like, why is there a VHS tape here?
Stephen Bork's name written on it for some reason.
You got to return this to him. Oh, all right. Well, cool. And then Jen, anything else from you on preamble, ramble kind of stuff?
Oh, I just filmed another video for RSMP Tabletop.
Yeah.
So we're doing a second episode of a Red Room training. So hopefully that'll be out next week by the time you hear this podcast.
Yeah.
So hoping to get some feedback.
I really like the first one a lot. It was a good, like, as I cook to have on in the background kind of thing.
Yeah.
And also, like, I guess I knew it, but I hadn't really actually thought it out over, like, if you deploy a model midline, that's a medium base or a small, I can't talk, a small base medium move that they can double move to both sides. I actually did not know that.
Yeah, it's what was it? You're talking about the pointing someone in the middle, right? And
yeah, in the middle of it. Yeah, so you can kind of like see what your opponent does and then pivot to one of the other ones.
Yeah. So specifically, I think you're talking about a small base long mover. I think
that's it. Small base long mover, like Zemo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And I think like a beast profile, like a medium move, medium base, I think also gets there too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just useful things to know, just so that, you know, like I said, in deployment, like briefly, I just want to just say, hey, if you can deploy without giving too much information away to your opponent, like that, I feel like it's a good deployment while you still keep your options open, you know?
Yeah. Especially nowadays with the crisis updates, where I feel like deployment has a huger, I can't talk tonight, has a much more important role in the game.
Or you just play mind games with your opponent and you deploy everything on a single side.
Yeah, you did that against me once. That was weird.
I still don't know why I did that.
Nick, how'd that game go?
I think I killed Namor, and that was the priority.
Yeah, that was it. But yeah, you did it, and it's a good reason why Paranoia is out of the game, because I could pick up 3 Paranoias really easily, and then I just got an extra VP, and that has way outscored you.
Yep.
Nick has his own win condition. That was to kill that guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Fire everything at that man.
Well, cool. So then I think let's jump on into Guardians of the Galaxies. So, Nick, you know a lot more about them than probably both of us together. So why don't you take over about who they actually are, get a little background from them.
So, I mean, they are what the movie is, essentially. The original Guardians of the Galaxy were not the team that people know. It was Yondu and some other like random heroes. I have no idea who they are. The team everybody knows, I think, showed up around 2006, 2008, and it showed up after the Annihilation series. And that's the modern day Guardians of the Galaxy. And that is the movies and all that stuff with some minor tweaks and stuff. But yeah, I mean, they're pirate mercenary type characters. They're not really good guys. They're just cool space pirates.
They're not good guys?
No, they're not. Not really. I mean,
that kills people is not a good guy.
They're not necessarily bad, but they're not good.
No way.
Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, I like them a lot. The team's a lot of fun.
Are they still around currently, like with new releases, or are they kind of on a break right now?
They are, and I think they're still. I think they're back to the current team everybody knows. But there was like a stint where, like, Nova was part of them because of the Annihilation stuff. I don't think he's really been a part of them since then. I think Yondu's a part of them because it's more of a throwback, and then because of the movies. Cosmic Ghost Rider is a comic reason. He was actually part of them. Kitty Pryde was part of them at one point. Iron Man was part of them at one point.
Venom was, I know that.
Venom was part of them at one. Well, not actually Venom, but
Flash Thompson.
Flash Thompson Venom. Yeah, they're just usually I literally cannot think of words.
Space Pirates.
The cosmic stuff. They're almost always like characters that are in the cosmic stuff, and occasionally you'll get somebody like Iron Man or Kitty Pryde thrown in.
Do they read kind of like funny, snarky, quippy?
No,
like they do in the comics.
No. Like they are not like that really. Like Drax kind of got turned into comic relief. He's not really comic relief.
Okay. So
there's definitely some differences, but like your MCU is based on like the 2006 till now Guardians of the Galaxy.
Gotcha. So maybe I do want to read that actually.
They're pretty fun.
I kind of like those.
I started rereading the Annihilation stuff, and I totally forgot some stuff about Drax, and I'm like, wait a second. Yeah. So I like it. It's fun.
Yeah.
But I also like Star Wars and Han Solo, and that's just kind
so
of like the Marvel version of it.
Yeah. It's very fitting.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, let's jump into what they do actually in MCP. So I don't know. I think their biggest thing is their leadership. I don't know about you guys feel, but I think it's kind of an important thing to nail down. Star-Lord's their only leader. He's a 3-threat leader, which I think is always super good, unless you put the power gem on him. But have you ever actually seen that before?
I think someone tried it once and it just wasn't worth the squeeze. He didn't really feel like a 4-threat, even if you could sit and run every turn.
Yeah. I don't think he needs to hit and run every turn either, at least in my experience playing Guardians.
Yeah, but the leadership, I think it's literally called Winging It.
It is called Winging It.
Where I think it's once during the power phase, you can choose up to 3 characters and you put a Winging It token on them. And it's something I learned today, actually, is while they're attacking, defending, or dodging, I didn't know they can do dodging, they can spend the token to reroll up to 2 dice or to modify 2 dice. Super good. It's free rerolls. Most other leaderships, when it comes down to it, the reroll costs something, right? So like Invincible Iron Man or Wakanda, you have to pay 1 power to reroll. The Loki one is the character has to pay a power to Loki to reroll, and then Loki can't reroll himself. So super duper good leadership. I know it's been joked a while that it's like one of the top 5 leaderships. I think it's really hard to rank leaderships because they're always kind of changing the meta, but I do think it's up there as one of the best ones in this game. What do you guys think about it?
So it definitely was running amok for a while. I think the fact is that you just get 3 of these tokens. And the fact that you have a 3-cost leader meant that like it was ripe for abuse if you had like high threat models that you just want to spam in a Guardians list. Like what was wild to me was that it's like they're one of the few affiliations that have like 2 threats like in affiliation. So you can make a Guardians core that was like Star-Lord, Nebula, and Rocket, and that's only like 7 points. And then feel free to just put in 2 crazy models, and that's still a Guardians list, at the end of the day.
Yeah, that does feel right. They always felt like the kaijus felt really good in their home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, every kaiju likes to reroll everything.
Exactly. So. Especially CGR, because then he's counting skulls too, and then he gets a reroll on top of it. You're like, oh, that's pretty consistent dice.
He was a bad man in this affiliation.
Yeah. I think we'll probably talk more about him later on down the road, I think. So then, leadership really good. Tactics, kind of how do they play? I feel like they are still, and I might be wrong for how they are now, but I feel like they're still a very gun line focused army where they have lots of ranged attacks. Do you guys agree?
So, go ahead, Nick.
No, I was going to say, I mean, they're almost all ranged attacks. So the gun line, I think they're definitely a gun line. I think now you can play them really wide, so you have a lot of objective play with them. But they are really good at just playing keep away. Yeah, a lot of times. So,
but
shield. Yeah.
That being said, though, I think they do need to lean on some like good tank models to sort of like still grab something in the midline. So like Bill is still like he's affiliated and he's one of the best guys to just go up into the middle and pick up something because he doesn't die normally most of the time. Drax, for a slightly cheaper cost, can kind of do that as well, as long as he's not being bombarded by mystic attacks, I think. And then, anyone that goes into him means that you probably will be in range for guns next turn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But, Bill is almost always coming out when I play Guardians, just for that reason. Because he's just their best, like, all right, go in the center and do what you need to do.
Yeah. And like we talked about last episode, Bill's very versatile on these new missions where you're right, like he can pick up extracts, he can just walk, throw. Like he does lots of really he can do a bit of everything, which is nice. Especially being that like tanky model, so then your other little small pieces can actually help out.
Plus you throw winging it on him and all of a sudden he's way more survivable than he should be.
That's true.
Yeah. And he also offers a displacement in the team that is fairly low on displacement, I think.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I forgot I wrote this down in my tactics here on our timeline that we read through when we do these episodes. I wrote play in a shop where a raccoon falls through the ceiling because you're playing a raccoon on the board and it'll see it as a fellow brother and it will destroy your opponent's models but not yours. So that's going back to at our local shop, a raccoon got its way into the shop. So,
sure did.
What?
Sure did. This isn't the first time.
Yeah. So. Yeah, raccoon fell through the ceiling tile. It was like apparently scuffling with the raccoon because it's the middle of winter time, so they always move it in to warm environments, and so it's a pretty funny thing.
Oh, that's pretty funny. I thought you were just talking about some sort of ridiculous Acme Acres like style way to try to win a game.
Nope. Nope. It actually happened.
I mean, at this shop, it's a valid strategy.
God,
fair.
Great. So I think before we jump too far into kind of more consideration and talking points, Nick, do you want to run through your list? Because you're the one that's played them the most here, I feel like. I've actually never played them. So your list.
I played them nothing fancy, back in the day. I haven't gotten to play with them quite as much recently. So the current list is just literally all Guardians. It's Star-Lord, Nova, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Gamora, Beta Ray Bill, Nebula, Yondu, Drax, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. And then for team tactics, I took Brace and Sacrifice for my restricteds. Galaxy's Greatest, Lovable Misfits, Call for Backup, Veterans of the Annihilation War, Daughters of Thanos, We Are Groot, Deadly Duo, and Warpath. And right now, the secures I have in here are Deadline to Destruction, Wedding Party targeted in a terrible attack, the M-Cron Crystal gets Heroes Home, Senators, Hammers, and then Scientific Samples found in Discovered Universe.
Those look fairly similar to my Shield extracts, which is kind of funny.
I mean, I think they play a lot like Shield without so much out of turn shenanigans.
Yeah, a little less movement-y, I guess you could say. So we had talked about earlier with Proxima Midnight. I'm assuming you just kind of put all Guardians in here just to try to get a feel for who you like in there. Is there anybody in this list that you're like, they probably don't belong in here? I'm maybe cutting them.
As much as I like Drax is always kind of on the chopping block for other characters. But I like him a lot. Cosmic
like playstyle, or like him as
I like his playstyle is fine. I like him as a character. Ghost Rider is great. Remains to be seen. I haven't actually gotten to play a lot of games with him recently.
Have you played him since he was nerfed?
Oh yeah, I played him a couple times. He was fine. He's just delayed a turn. Is what it is. He's just not the turn one I'm going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Like honestly, like for a hot minute, I was like, maybe I don't need Groot. I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk about that because we talked about that last week. Actually, it's the Rocket Groot combo. Where when you split them up, it feels kind of funky. And then, or are they worth the 5 threat to bring in? Jen, do you have any thoughts about Rocket and Groot? Where do you feel like they're still worthwhile to bring? Do you think people know how to play around them?
So I think that's going to be evaluation on the opponent, right? So are they a team that has a lot of displacement, like in the team, right? If you can remove a size 3 or a size 2 rocket around like really, really easily, then it's probably harder to make them work together. But if they're not, then Groot becomes kind of an all-star for a bodyguard. I've also considered just taking them separately as well. Like Groot himself is like an immense amount of stats actually for a 3 threat, considering the amount of health he's got, a low-cost regeneration effect. and the ability to have a root and one of the best spenders in the game, I think. You know?
Oh yeah, Groot is just a 3 threat is amazing. Right? I think what's his biggest weakness? A small movement? Like
small movement and attacks. Those are the two things against him.
But yeah, I like Groot solo. I don't. Every time I take Rocket without Groot, bad things happen to Rocket.
Yeah, the thing about Rocket is that like you're kind of doubling down on like a back. If he's without Groot, he kind of becomes another backpoint sitter.
Yeah.
So him and Star-Lord, I think, kind of fulfill like the same kind of niche, right? Like
they really do. Yep.
So, but I will say that if you're playing them together, though, Groot and Rocket, like I think you should treat them more like a 5-thread midline unit rather than a backline unit. You know, because like they want to move up, they want a deadly duel. I think that's really important to get the big attacks off.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. Like anytime they're together, I'm not afraid to put Rocket forward. The only time I'm kind of nervous is if I see somebody that's going to pick up Rocket and or Groot and throw them, and then all right, now they're apart. So, like you said, I think if you're taking Rocket and Groot together, you as the Guardians player have to be aware of what can throw characters on your opponent's team, because it can make for a bad game if those two get separated.
Yeah. So it could be like, okay, I'm going against webs. Ghost Spider can just walk over web line and then impact webbing somebody around. It's like, probably not the place to bring both of them. And then last week when you were talking about it, you just brought Rocket. I don't want to say what was the reason, because I'm sure it was like threat-based level, but did you have another option? Because you do have Nebula in here as well.
So last Thursday when I was playing, I had both Rocket and Nebula because I was trying to go ultra wide. If I were to redo that game, I would drop both Rocket and Nebula and probably take Gamora.
Threat. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, although Nebula did fine, like Nebula usually does what she needs to do because it's just, all right, go over there and attack somebody on a point or holding a point.
Yeah.
The problem was with Groot, he was like sitting on the back lower right point. And my opponent was Apocalypse affiliation, had Cassandra Nova, and Cassandra Nova came over and said, "Okay, Bill, go kill Rocket." And I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, because I feel like Rocket. Someone just looks at Rocket and he dies. He
really does
stand up to anything.
Once in a while, though, that always on cover does save his bacon, and then like putting 2 attacks and not killing Rocket feels really, really bad.
Yeah,
there was no issue this time. Like it was bam dead.
Fair enough. Yep. One more thing I would like to talk about Groot though. Like, do you guys think that We Are Groot is a really good card? Because I think that card is really good.
Let me look at it. I got to remind myself.
That's the heal, right?
Yeah, it's an area effect heal. So
it's within 4, and everybody gets removed 2 damage. Yeah.
How easily does Groot
power?
How easily does he generate power?
I mean, you're probably doing this on turn 3 anyways, and I don't know how much power you've used with him by that point. Let's see. Depending on how much damage he's taking, he might be spending a couple every other turn to heal himself. I mean, if somebody's like, I really hate Rocket, he's going to generate power pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, though, I do like that card. Like, that can be... And now, maybe... It's a little different because we're not on as many E maps, but it's still a range 4 tool around him. Like that's a huge amount of area because he's on a medium base.
Yeah.
That is a lot of healing, actually.
It's great. Yeah. Like if I'm running Guardians, I almost never bring Patch Up because I can bring We Are Groot. So
yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and there's missions like Struggle for the Cube or like Deadline to Destruction that we have in the list now, right? That people are pinging each other for a lot of damage here and there. So maybe it's like something worth considering to sort of shore up the health point deficit, that you get during the game.
Yeah, this would be great on cubes where you have like multiple guys that are just getting damaged slowly over time, and then you're right, Nick. Like maybe you're not playing this to turn like 3 or 4, but that's when you've already taken a couple cube pings, and that can just be like, whoop, heal back up. That's actually really good.
Yeah, the only time I don't bring We Are Groot is if Groot isn't on the the mat. Like,
yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, bring them both together. Maybe don't split them out too much, but really, actually, it's not just like because I feel like back in the day it was just like bring Rocket and Groot every single time, right?
That's how I did it.
Yeah, maybe more thoughts with it now about like, ooh, are they actually good in this matchup or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people are really hung up on just getting the deadly duo off all the time, which is why, like, people felt like it was kind of a forced, like, pairing.
Yeah.
I mean, when that goes off, it's great.
Yeah, we should go over what that card actually does, right?
Yeah,
probably.
Because that's actually one of my next talking points. Is like, there's a lot of really good tactics cards in Guardians.
Like, I mean, this card's good. I know people that would splash these characters in our local meta just because of this card.
Mm-hmm. Mm. So yeah, it's basically during Rocket's activation. If he's within 2 of Groot, they can both spend 2 power, and then Rocket Raccoon gets to make 3 plasma rifle attacks. So it's just his range 5 die attack, right? But it's 3 extra attacks in a turn.
Yeah, so you can do 5 attacks.
Different, but yeah, that's just a lot of dice output that can really swing a turn for your direction. Super good card.
And again, like, this is why you would play them midline a lot of the times
to give Rocket those actual like targets to hit.
Because it's got to be 3 different targets, right?
Yeah.
So,
but the range 5 does give you a lot of options.
Yeah. But I do agree. Like, you shouldn't. And some players, I'm sure, do. Like, I'm sure I probably would have done it if I started trying to play them. But like, you don't want to just focus on I have to get this card off, right? You don't want to try to overexpose them.
No, I think if you're relying on this as like your game winner, you're probably already lost in most cases.
Yeah.
Because if people know you have Deadly Duo, they're going to do their best to separate those 2 characters.
Yep.
Especially. Like, if Deadly Duo is not there, a lot of times they might just ignore the 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. I would view this a lot like, sounds kind of weird, they're not similar at all, but Eye in the Sky for me, where like, there's a lot of times in the game, and I know I can play it more than once, but there's a lot of times in a round, I can say it that way, where I consider, is this an Eye in the Sky playtime? So you could consider like your turn where it's like, okay, maybe it's turn 2. I have them placed up and Rocket can hit 3 people. Do I want a Deadly Duo here? But like, is that really the correct time to do it? You're going to have huge board impact on it if you're hitting a bunch of really healthy models and maybe 5 dice attack doesn't do anything. So I feel like the way you play this card can really just bring the ceiling up for how much you actually do with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You can also kind of maybe treat it like a Wakanda Forever situation where it's like either you do it before you activate Rocket to see like, or before you do his normal attacks, that is, he just pings 3 people and let's see which one takes the most damage, and then that's the guy you focus on, right? During his turn. Or you really focus on one person, you're just like, I just need that extra hit, so I'll just Deadly Duo like 1 more time after my 2 actions, right?
Yeah. Like maybe it's enough just to be like, I need to hit 1 person 1 more time.
Yeah.
That's a much better comparison, Jen.
I have definitely, whiffed with every attack on that card. It feels real good when all of a sudden you just drop 3 of your opponent's characters with it.
Yeah.
Like, that feels so good. I mean, your opponent doesn't like you.
All right, and then other tactics cards, unless any other thoughts on Deadly Duo?
I don't think so. Not for me, anyways.
So the one I don't see it all the time, but I think is a very good card is Foreign Assignment. So that's the Agent Venom card that's got like 800 words on it. That the reason why I like that card so much is that it gives him like 800 different options, and it also, I believe, it gives him an extra attack outside of his normal attack activation. Is that correct?
I'd have to look at it. I don't actually play that character very much ever.
So the way I can recall this is that I believe Rocket gives him a extra attack on his own extra attack using Agent Venom's profile, I believe. Whereas Star-Lord, you actually get to use his element gun, I believe, for that.
Yes, and I believe that is one of your attack actions to do that. But you get to, because Venom mainly is stuck on physical. I know he has got his grenade, but it's not very good. But Agent Venom's stuck on physical, so it gives you a big energy attack, which is nice.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have it in front of me. So if Gamora is within 2, he can throw himself medium. If he's within 2 of Groot, he can remove up to 3 damage. If he's within 2 of Star-Lord, he can make a full auto attack using Star-Lord's guns, paying the power cost. So he does have to have the power to do that.
No, without paying that power.
Oh, without. I can't read. And then he advances short with that. So that one's really good. If he's within 2 of Rocket and he has already made an active attack, this activation, he can make an attack again and then advances short. And then if Drax is on the table next to him, he's thrown short and counts as size 3. These are all great, but they revolve a lot around Agent Venom.
Yeah. and each of the abilities, there's what's 1, 2, 3. It's 5 different options. You have to pay 2 power for each 2 spent. You can do one of them. The reason why I like it, it's a very flexible card, right? Yeah. It gives you movement, and like maybe you don't throw him. Like maybe Kimura's actually maybe you don't throw him into somebody, but you use it to move him medium so that he can
chain all this stuff together, right? Too.
So to me, a card with all these options, I'm like, this feels pretty good because like I can really pick and choose what I need in that certain situation, and it's more like a Swiss Army knife, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think the card's great. I don't use Agent Venom like ever.
Dude, I love that guy.
I don't think do I need physical though? A range 4 physical? I have like a ton of range 4.
So the big thing is the fact that he stops you from re-rolling dice. So your opponent doesn't get cover. Spider-Man hate this guy shooting him, especially when he has re-rolls, but I don't get re-rolls.
Yeah, but I feel like you can just whiff with him against spiders too though. Like
you can, but you have winging it tokens, right? So you have ways of like,
I suppose,
guaranteeing it a little bit more.
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot more comfortable rolling with Agent Venom in Guardians than I would with Web Warriors. That's
I'll probably have to try him again. Like I've just never I never was enamored with him when he came out, using him in the affiliation.
I think also like before you ran, like the shield list, you ran a bunch of E's like I did, right?
Oh yeah, so, I mean that was the thing.
Now, but now he does have a web swing on him, right? So he is also a very mobile character.
He might much fit better now.
Yeah, he might fit better into it now. So I think it's definitely worth trying again because I think he's a good character.
Also, since you have Senators as one of your extracts, he's a great Senators player, right? Because you can move and still web swing, and that gets you really safe, I think, with your extract.
That's true.
If you start seeing Terrigen canisters a lot for some reason, he can shake that poison because he can shake any condition for 1 power.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, I'm sad about another tactics card.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you're talking about crew, right, where they can shake every condition in the game, basically.
Every token is gone.
Yeah,
like can you imagine how sad an Apocalypse player would be?
I feel like also this kind of goes back to them always having the big kaijus in it and stuff like that, and so like you would always get these big kaijus and they would go into Guardians and be like, oh, I'm gonna stagger them, like nope. And so you're like, all right, cool. So I feel like it was a healthy thing for the game for it to go out, but that card was very good.
It was extremely good. It was cheap too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only 1 power, I think.
I think so.
And I think it prevented conditions for the rest of the turn, too.
Yeah, they couldn't have conditions put on them or anything. They were just immune to all. It was great. Yeah,
that's the wild part. Is like it just kept you from being able to get staggered.
And it wasn't like I don't think it was even a power per character. I think it was just pay a power, and the whole team is like no more conditions.
So it was a power per allied Guardians character.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's still good.
They had to be Guardians affiliate, so you couldn't do this on the Hulk and stuff like that. But hey, that's everybody else on the team though, and it's a good affiliated roster.
Yeah, it is. Next card, Galaxy's Greatest. I forgot this card existed for a while for some reason. I don't know why.
It's then really good.
It's so good.
And then I was playing against somebody that was playing Nova, and he played it on Nova, and he's like, he turns into a 5/5/5 defensive stat or whatever. And I'm like, wow, that's really annoying.
Yep.
So this is the one where if they're injured, they don't have to be dazed, right? They're just injured.
They have to be injured.
You play it. They get a big dumb hero token. It gives them 1 extra dice roll for every attack and defense. Does it do dodges as well?
No, but I mean, I guess technically it would because you use a physical. No, actually it wouldn't because the way it's worded, right?
Yeah, I think it just says
because it specifically says attack and defenses, so it wouldn't. Yeah,
it wouldn't apply to dodge rolls here.
Oh, thank God. So it just gives everybody 1 extra attack dice, right? So it just like cranks everybody up.
It's one of my favorite cards.
Yeah, also defense dice too, because have you guys ever fought against a 5/5/4 Bill? Because man,
I've not fought against one, but I've definitely used one a few times.
I hate that.
It's so good. It's pretty rough. It's rough.
Oh, that's why you hate Bill.
Yeah. So it just gives everybody a lot more damage, right? And so I think even more so now because I feel like I guess maybe you'll see a lot of Kaiju Guardians still, but if you're going wider, I feel like this is really good too because it just makes all your like little 3 threats a lot more efficient, which I'm jealous about. I mean, I wish I had this in Shield. To tell you the truth, I guess I had Stark Armory, but it's not nearly as good. But it makes them good because it also just persists. It's not just for 1 turn; they just have the token on them until they die, right?
It's forever.
That's correct.
Yeah.
You do run into a timing thing because it's like, well, if they only injure one person at a time, then they're not going to get 4 guardians, right? Like with this token buff, right?
Yeah,
and you only have one opportunity to play it.
I almost usually only get 2 out of it. So I'll usually wait until it's the 2 essential that want that extra thing. Once they're dazed, I'll flip. And if I get a 3rd or a 4th with it, sure, there. But
I agree. Yeah, that's usually what I see. Yeah, it's it's going to be Bill and Star-Lord, and I'm just oh god, just those 2 characters with extra dice is really annoying.
Yeah, and you don't want Star-Lord to die because losing the winging it tokens sucks.
Yeah.
So.
He does survive a lot better and hit much better.
Way better.
much better.
Well, it compounds with the lucky too, right? Or the plucky attitude, right? Because you can reroll all. It's good, man.
Yeah. Which I have played Guardians forever, and I constantly forget about plucky all the time.
Because it's good to know, if you get a bunch of wilds and crits, but you don't have any hits in there, you can just
reroll everything.
You get to pick the dice that you want, and you get to kind of fish more results.
And then if that doesn't work out, you probably have a winging it token on him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, they're good. They're annoyingly good. I'm surprised about I guess maybe it's just more our meta too. What about down by you, Jen? Do you see a lot of Guardians?
We have 1 or 2 dedicated players because they like the concept of the gunline list, and that the movies and the video games have done a lot to give them more pop culture recognition. So yeah, the guys that play Guardians are there to have fun. I think we don't have any super sweaty Guardians players at the moment.
Yeah, that's good.
I think you lost most of the sweaty ones when CGR was nerfed.
Yeah, probably true.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about him. So he was nerfed, so he's not as turn 1, jump across the board, murder a whole lot of stuff, right? But like you said, he's just kind of delayed, so he's more like a turn 2, 3. He still gains a bunch of power. He can still get a psychosis token, so he counts his skulls as successes. He can't control things, which I guess could maybe be an issue going forward with these new missions, where you need to be able to pick up more stuff. But man, I still feel like he is quite good.
I think so. Yeah.
He's more singular target focus. You can't affect a bunch of models. Now you have to just sort of make sure that he has a focus for the turn and just kind of do that thing. You can still change the Ceterax 1 person though, which is good.
Yeah.
But as a 6th threat, do you think?
God, there he is.
Oh my god, you were so fucking loud.
You were just slam down Apocalypse. You're not supposed to be here.
We are an apocalypse-focused podcast, so I just wanted to chime in about 6 threats.
Right,
what are you lurking? Because you showed up at the perfect moment.
I was waiting. Indeed.
He's like, they're talking about a 6th threat. I better jump.
You know who else is a 6th threat?
The Hulk.
She-Hulk.
And on that note, I'll let you guys do your thing.
Okay.
You stay in.
I suppose I should stay on, right?
Yeah, whatever.
What? You immediately crash and you leave?
I gotta go. Bye. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
We're winging it.
Oh, I love that. On so many levels right now. Continue.
Okay, well, how about this? Let's jump into new stuff with them, right? So yeah, Cosmic goes right. He's a bit older. Still think he's very good, but I think their new stuff looks pretty spicy. So let's chat about Nova first.
Yes,
you put it a good way, Gene, where it's jugs with blasters. I think you said or something like that.
I call him blaster jugs.
Blaster jugs.
Just, instead of walking and moving people, he just goes and starts blasting.
Yeah.
Blaster jugs. That is just weird.
You know what else has jugs?
You don't even want to know where my mind went.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we're on the same page there, Nick.
You and I probably are.
Are we talking about the mutant affiliation of
We're talking about women there, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Apocalypse here.
Have you ever seen
jugs?
Austin Powers?
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of machine guns in the boobies.
Oh, dude, that was a sick scene.
In the boobies.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
Podcast immediately just derailed when Steven came.
Welcome to me, baby. No, but stay on topic, guys. Jesus.
All right, back to Nova. An awesome character.
Do you like him? I know you've played him like twice. Do you think
I've
he's
liked
helpful?
him both times I've played him?
Yeah.
there's a lot to remember with him.
Yep.
Like both times I forgot that he clears his conditions when he moves.
Oh yeah, that's a really big thing.
It should be noted that because of the time he still gets affected by the slow for the initial move, but then he just removes it afterwards.
Still.
And he's still affected by stagger as well.
Wait, who's slowing Nova?
It can happen.
Fucking Iceman. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, Iceman did, that bastard.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, in my last game, he slowed him. It was so annoying.
Because I was wondering, like on a more constructive form, like, I don't know, because he holds back, typically play pattern wise. So I don't know.
And it's probably hard to get it onto him, and then it feels bad to try to focus a slow onto him because then he just shakes it after the first move.
Right.
But it could still be it could be.
It feels like an ancillary thing, like something that you just do through your normal playing that happens by accident or something. Or
like he flipped, your opponent didn't activate him right away. He's got a crap ton of power. You don't want him to long move set up a fucking huge beam.
Yeah, no, that's a great use of throwing slow on him, I think.
Yeah. And I think stagger on him is still super fucking good because he wants to move shoot.
It's very annoying.
So he just took that away. So he has to I just sit here and shoot and not get extra dice or extra power.
Right.
Yeah. I will say one of the best parts about his card is the Xandarian World Mind. That is so good. It's so good. That saved a couple of characters in both of the games I played, and it's a huge bubble.
Man, just what Guardians need is more fucking rerolls.
It's a
someone have PTSD dodges here, Steven?
Yeah. We were just talking about a 5/5/4 bill with damage reduction.
Oh, yes. Yeah, okay.
More rerolls. Yeah. Let's get a reroll and Bill out of here.
But yeah, I think Nova's amazing.
Oh, hold on. Side tangent. Speaking of Bill, I painted mine up finally, and I showed him to my wife. And my wife's like, "What the fuck is wrong with his face?"
What did you do to
He's a horse?
That's what he looks like. It's like, why does he look like a horse? I'm like, that's what he is. He's a cyborg man.
He's a cyborg horseman.
I mean, your wife's a vet. You should just lean into the horse thing. Oh, he's a horse.
It's actually a horse skull, is what it's based after.
Hey. Semantics.
Yeah, we can call him horseman. That's fine.
Yeah, he's a horse to me.
Just what Bill needs is more defensive rerolls on top of everything else he gets in Guardian.
Of course he does.
Yeah. Well, no. Here we need to also give him extra dodge rolls. That's why
it's dodge as well.
Jin, I'm curious here. This is totally off topic. Have you tried him in webs yet?
I have not. I've only faced him so far. He's on the to try list soon.
He seems pretty good there.
Yeah, I will say that playing against him, he's a menace. This guy is an absolute problem.
Yeah. I don't know if he's a problem, and I'm gonna interject here because I think I've said on multiple podcasts that I don't think Nova's broken, and I stand by that actually, because his play pattern is like move and hit once typically. So I do think there are some ways, like Steven just mentioned a case where he hasn't activated yet. Maybe there's a better, riskier scenario, and you slow him. Now he can slow move and hit someone. So maybe you have I don't know. I can't remember who gives out slow, every single character, but maybe you have a low threat person who just gave him slow, and it's okay, I could activate Nova, but there's a higher risk. There's play around him. I don't think he's that bad. He's good.
Oh yeah,
he's good. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm being hyperbolic here.
Okay.
I think he's good. He's a good worthy addition, especially as a 5 threat.
Did you get that hyperbolic word from Mike Whalen? He says that so much.
No, I get it from Dragon Ball, everybody else. Hyperbolic time shape. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to look up what that actually means because I'm pretty sure most people are using it wrong. But
do you feel also with him again, we're not on EMAP, so that beam is not as crazy good?
Harder to set up for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he can set it up easily because it's a long move, but I feel like everyone looks at the beam 5, that could be 10 dice, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's the end of the world. But it's 5 power. You just got to learn not to bunch up to get hit by beams a lot, which I do a lot, but I feel like you can get around it a little bit, and it's not as you're not as focused sitting.
I'll be honest, I would pay 5 power for that to hit one character a lot of times, just because it pushes somebody and it places you within one of where they are.
Dice.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Yeah.
And then if you for every character plus the one you're targeting, it's just like icing on the cake.
Yeah. But honestly, like I wouldn't complain if you're spending 5 power to do a 1 target 10 die attack with a blade. Like that seems
most
fair.
people wouldn't, right?
With a push. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Push away. But I do think it could get ridiculous if you're not careful lighting up your beams. Or careful not setting
think
up
about the secures though that we're taking, right? So like we have Deadline to Destruction. It's a pretty tight diamond shape.
Mm-hmm.
There's a point where the wedding like secures can also be like moved to closer together.
Yep.
Mcron crystals is Old Sword, and like that's like a pretty tight map as well. Like there's also still deadly. Like,
I have 2 questions. Hey, did you talk about this already?
What?
The missions?
What? No.
Oh.
We haven't gotten to missions yet.
Oh, then what is Jin talking about?
We didn't really get into like the mission play with them yet.
Okay.
We went over the list, but we're also just talking about the newer missions that we're people playing.
Irrelevant. Like, I think he's really good on, so Jin, to your point, is it bees? Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Like Infinity? What is that?
Yeah, Infinity Form as a bee.
Infinity Form as a bee.
Like he's pretty solid there because you have at least 2 or 3 people you're gonna hit.
Right. I'm countering Maddox's point that
my bad.
Just like get good, don't space them together. I'm just like, dude.
Jin, I want to deeply apologize if you're countering Maddox, then I'm behind that.
I think my favorite thing is the interruption of Jin has skyrocketed immensely since you got on.
It is a live on Interrupt Jin
episode 2.
I'm muted now, so just do your thing.
I just think it's funny.
Listeners, I live a cursed existence. I continue to live a cursed existence. Please help me.
It's okay, Jen. I muted him. Please talk.
I always love that. Like it's like, okay, we finally stopped interrupting. It's like, I finished my point. There you go.
But yeah, so like maybe it's not good enough to just be like, oh, I'm going to dodge all the beams and make it. I'm not even going to get hit by it, kind of thing, right?
Listen, Max, you can't just tell people get good at not getting hit by beams.
This isn't Dark Souls, okay?
Especially come from the guy that gets hit by an Area 2 Daredevil attack, like 6 characters. Yeah, you're probably right. But again, like when I played against him, it's not been like he's won the game single-handedly with that one attack. Like he's been good, but he's a 5 threat. He's been good. Meh.
Yeah, no, I believe he fairly progresses the win progression, right, for Guardians.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he doesn't do it on his own, right? But he definitely pushes that needle forward,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needles, you say?
Needles, yes.
How many do you have on you right now, Bork?
0.
Dude, listeners are going to be so fucking confused about that comment.
Don't worry about
it. Listeners, it is not narcotics, it's acupuncture.
Oh, right. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we should probably actually.
He's just like, don't worry about the needles.
Yeah, I'm in a good zone.
This podcast comes out, 20 people drop from the tournament. Like, ooh.
Did you hear that the organizer does needles?
I do needles. They're just therapeutic and not that. But
different kind.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts on Nova?
He's really good.
But yeah,
I think my last thought is, I think they designed him to play with these new missions, and you're going to be moving more than just sitting still.
I agree. Yeah, that's a really good point to bring up, Nick. It does feel like that now that they've come out.
Yeah, because you could sit still with him and do 2 attacks, or you move and you get an extra 3. Not 3 attacks, but extra 3 dice on attack.
He plays really the new missions really well too, because he's always gaining power after he moves, right? So he can flip 2 points potentially.
Yeah, I will say, when he came out, I was like, oh man,
Nick,
he's gonna
I don't want to call you out here, but you just interrupted Jin. So
did I? If
God.
I did, it's just Jin's cursed existence.
Technically, he actually could probably flip 3 points, right? Because it gets his power and then 2 more power.
Yes,
so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, if he moves twice instead of attacks, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what was I going to say now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Never
I
good.
don't either. It was something good, but apparently not good enough.
I will derail those for a slight second. So, World Mind, just to bring it back.
Hold on, Jin.
Oh my fucking god! Shut up.
It's Exarian.
The team up card with Gamora. What do you guys think?
I haven't gotten to use it yet. it looks fun, if anything.
I actually have used it. I really love it, to be honest. I was running Gamora, so like what? Star-Lord, Gamora, and Nova. That's
it's 9 points.
12, yep.
Star-Lord, yeah, 12.
Yeah, at 12, I think it's really solid. It's not really for Nova, I will say. I think it helps Gamora more than the Nova. But what do you think? Like, do you agree on that, Jen?
I am looking that jealous because this is cheaper and better cleanup for Agent Venom and Peter.
Yeah.
I like it because it makes, so I feel like I'd play this as a defensive card for Gamora more than I would play it as a like murder card for Star-Lord.
Yeah,
Star-Lord for Nova.
You're right on point with that. It does help Nova like slightly, right? Because like his first attack, you can, or it changes all of his beams. So if you can line it, ideally, right, you want it when Nova's in line for a beam, and then Gamora's like within 3 of like one character who can hurt her or something because she's got stealth. But that doesn't always happen, in play, when you're actually playing it. But I really love this card. I think it's underrated. I will say that.
It's also free. This is no power.
Yep, absolutely no power to use.
And also, so I think it benefits her more anyways because she gets hers for an entire, like she could suffer 6 attacks where you're only going to get 2 attacks out of the benefit for Richard Wright or Nova, right?
Yeah, like she's going to roll more
multiple attacks.
Dice.
Yeah. So she definitely, I think, makes out with it. And I think if they're both in there, you bring it.
I think it's good late game too.
Yep.
Where like, hey, I have an extract on Gamora and I'm kind of trying to sit on the mid line or something like that. I feel like it's much better.
Yeah, I think it's great. I really like it, but I haven't really gotten to use it to its full extent.
I'd say try it out.
It's been in every time I've had the 2 of them together, I bring it.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, force it till you find the right scenario because I do think it's a very underrated card.
I think his other card's really good too.
That one's excellent. Yep, that one's excellent. Yeah. I was better. To be fair, it was better on E-maps, but
Oh yeah, this was like when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is so good for E-maps.
Yeah.
So it's called Call for Backup, and during Nova's activation, he can spend 3 power, and then he gets to choose one of 2 effects. The first one is Move Along Citizen. So you choose a secure objective token that's within 2 of Nova, and then he pushes each character contesting that objective away small. Not even away, he just pushes them small, so that's even better. And then the other option is it's Stop in the Name of the Law. So each enemy character that is holding an extract gains the slow special condition. So I feel like this was a pretty good play against webs. Like if they get a bunch of extracts slowed.
That's right, because this one, it doesn't have a range that you measure to with the extract. Just
the move along is ranged, but the other one is not. The extract one is not.
Yeah, and that was one of the other things that made that matchup when someone played him into me. I was like, oh, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Jin, did we play practice games in that transition period? Did I play Guardians into you?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
We should play at some point, yeah.
Well, it's different now, but yeah. Because I was playing Guardians, when was that? It was basically a month ago. And
it was end of beginning of February, I think. Yeah,
and that was the weird period where we had the new Nova and Yondu, but we didn't have the new missions. So their play pattern has changed significantly with the new missions, I think.
Yep, probably. They probably do actually score out to win the game these days.
Yeah, I agree. Because they were more of an attrition list back then.
Yeah, in both the games I played on the newer stuff, they've had no issue actually scoring at all.
Really, you're going what 5 wide normally with
at least usually
with really good attrition quality. Yeah, I agree.
Well, speaking of scoring and stuff, do you want to talk about Yondu?
Yes, I love Yondu. Yondu's so good.
I should go. Let's see if I can whistle.
Oh my god. Can you clip that to be beginning of the podcast?
Yes, I agree. We will
I'm sure
do that.
people would love that. They turn the podcast
It's just
on,
a
it's just a
whistle.
blaring whistle sound.
Wait, Nick, we have to get you. I will watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because I think that's the most prominent one where he whistles that scene, where he's killing everyone in the ship.
Yep.
We'll get that
Oh,
tune.
he's walking through.
And we'll record you doing that tune, and then that'll be our new intro.
You want me to whistle that entire?
Well, wait, who just whistled?
That was me.
Yeah, then it's you.
Oh, no. What have I done? I hate myself. All right. Moving on. Let's talk about Yondu.
Yondu, range 5 attacker dude, does secure stuff. I don't know if he's good, to tell you the truth. Like, he seems good, but like
really
it seems
liked
like
him.
it seems like the Silver Sable thing where he's a 4th threat. I'm like, I don't, but he does do a lot of work for a 4th threat, but I'm still just like, is he hard to fit in? I have no idea.
Well, in faction, what are we talking, right? We got Gamora, we got Yondu.
For actual 4 threats, is
Yeah.
it
Agent
just
Venom and Bill.
Yeah, there's only the 4.
It's a little crowded.
Don't forget Ronan.
Oh yeah, Ronan.
Okay.
Ronan hangs out with Inhumans more than he does with the
Like,
Guardians.
Jen, this is why we interrupt you.
Yeah. Yes.
Get back in the box now.
Thank you.
Back in the box to you.
We've justified the interruption.
Are you fucking serious, Ronan?
I'm sorry, Jen.
Sorry, should I bring him back up when you're talking about 5 threats?
There you go. Move the power, Jen.
No,
That's
but
worth it.
you should probably bring up Angela.
The fuck? Angela's
damn.
affiliated in Guardians? Really?
Yeah, wait.
Sure is.
What?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, yes, he is.
Okay.
Angela is an affiliated Guardians of the Galaxy
Well, that's a
character.
thing, I guess.
So you bring Angela, Yondu, you got a safe grab for extracts, and you got Yondu.
Wait,
with
what's the
his,
worst list we could possibly faction? Angela, Yondu, Star-Lord, Gamora. What are we at?
That still sounds like a decent list.
Yeah. Guardians has really good characters, so it's hard to mess
That's
it
true.
up. Ronan,
Oh, no,
put
okay.
Ronan in there.
You know what we did? We didn't include CGR first.
He's fine.
He is fine, but unfortunately, he does not play the missions particularly.
I will say, I thought we were talking about Yondu.
We are. My bad. I'll mute again.
about all these-
I'm putting myself in a corner.
I'm putting myself in the box.
All right, so we just put Steven back in the box. I'm out of the box now.
Oh,
There's
fuck.
only room for one of them in the box at a time.
It's true.
There can only be one.
All right, sorry, let's go track here a little bit. His little Ravager code thing. So when a character within 2 of this character would drop 1 or more ejected tokens, this character may use a superpower, which costs 1 power, move 1 token the chosen character is holding to this character. This character is not holding it. So it's like mission objective, right? That's what that card used to be called, where you can pass missions off of people. Do you feel like that's good, or do you feel like you have to be within range 2? He's a 5 dice guy that wants to be shooting from range. Do you feel like he's ever at that close?
I think it's situational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might be that close with how the new maps work. If this was an E and you were using him as your back point, then it's
Well,
probably
E's aren't real
useless.
anymore.
Right.
So,
I was
But if
saying,
you're doing like Deadline to Destruction
Well-
and you're curved over a little bit on the right side, I
So
can see it, yeah.
I mean, Steven, here's the thing, right? And I mean this. This is actually like a serious thing. So in the games I use Yondu, if we're talking like Scroll's layout, which still exists, he's a perfect person to go grab the scroll because it's like 1 move. Granted, terrain depending, but like you kind of want him with an extract so he can move around and get the reroll, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that him having an extract is really good. So then this steal everything doesn't come into play that much anymore.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's a really good point.
I do think
Yeah.
it's very situation. I think it can be really good.
Yeah. I mean, alternatively,
So-
he can stand on a secure. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Jim.
No, go finish your thought.
I did not mean to do that one.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't even hear Jin start to speak on that one. So
Well,
Go, Steven.
now I just
Go.
feel bad. So I'm going to mute again.
So if you want to treat him as a mission objective, I would say that you actually don't pick up something with Yondu like immediately. If you think someone's going to go into like your Toad or something like, immediately afterwards. You can also do it in a way that if you have fallback, like he combos really well with fallback if you decide to take that as one of your restricted, right? Because like someone dies from fallback, you can be in range of Yondu and he can just pick it up. It's great when there's stackables like Deadly Legacy Virus, hammers, cubes, where it's not just one of one. Also, Maddox, this is the one guy that gives Widow and your shield agents a headache.
Oh, yeah, because they just drop it, so you just pick it up.
Yep.
If you're within 2, yes. Obviously, you have to be 2 within Widow and the agents, which is not the best spot, but you could do it, and it's going to be really funny.
True. It gets around the little self-drop.
Not to predict here, Steven, but I do have a feeling next Everwinter, this is going to be the model you hate.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I do think he's really good.
It goes Loki, and then Yondu.
Yeah, every year is a new model. I do think, again, it's the fucking theme of this episode. Oh, great, more rerolls for Guardians characters because he gets the free reroll if he's contesting or holding an objective.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to hear you and rerolls. You're the reroll king.
I got no rerolls.
Yeah, why don't you why don't you play Guardians?
You have so many rerolls.
Yeah.
You're talking about this at the beginning is I don't like Star-Lord as a character, and I don't like Chris Pratt, and I don't like anything with it. So.
Wait, you said this at the beginning? Did you guys give him shit for this?
I wasn't here for that part.
I think it was maybe actually I was waiting for Nick to get on. The other thing, I just don't like him.
No, this is a pre-show discussion. So
okay.
You hate Star-Lord because you don't like the actor.
No, I also just don't like his character, too. I don't like anything about it. He's kind of just a dick. An idiot.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
I don't think he's funny.
There's a lot to unpack there.
It's supposed to be funny. We talked about this. They're not designed to be funny. That was a movie thing.
Yeah, but then you said, hey, maybe I'll read the comic because you said it's different than the movie.
That's true. You did actually say that. I will give you that. You did say that.
But right now, I don't like him.
Okay.
All right.
One more thing about Yondu. Has anyone seen the Yaksha arrow actually go off and just kill a bunch of people?
I didn't get to use it when I've used them.
I have seen
the whistle
that.
while you work. Mm-hmm.
You need rerolls beyond Yondu's 1, and I think it sucks when that happens to you.
You do get a nice little winging it token you could have. Get more rerolls.
What if you brought Namor?
You're not bringing Namor, but
and
what if
Zemo.
What if you bring Zemo?
Well, that's not as cool. He's not wearing a diaper.
Oh my gosh, Namor is wearing a diaper.
Wearing a diaper. You could paint your Zemo with a diaper and then be happy.
No, Zemo is a good character.
Is he?
This
is he just a fascist? I don't think he's a good character.
Wait, Nick, we're getting
not
stop.
a good
Just
person.
Just stop. We're getting back to the Trench Crusade shit.
So anyway, plundered goods,
you,
guys. That's a card. Hey, let's instead of getting rerolls, how about more rerolls?
Yes. Plundered Goods was very good. I did use that in one of my games.
It's a good card for sure.
God, this guy gets so many freaking rerolls.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's good.
Zemo.
So Jen, we did play a game where you used him in webs, and outside of Guardians, I think he's also spectacular. He was really good for you there.
I think so, yeah. Especially since my webs list uses fallback as one of our restricted. Mm-hmm. So I think Yondu's a really strong consideration.
Yeah, huge boner for fallback this episode, huh?
It's a good card, man. More people should play it.
That's why it's a good card.
Yeah, it is a good card. I was just giving you shit. But no, I think so. I think Yondu, across the board, may be one of the better characters from their new releases because he is splashable. I could see instances, in my own list where I'm looking at this, I'm like, yeah, actually, he's not a terrible pick for a 4 if you really need some backline power, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, range 5 slow, right? That can really debilitate a lot.
Real solid. And it's not a gainer; it's a fucking builder, right? Too.
Yep.
So
correct.
Oh, there you go. There's your counter to Nova. You just put Yondu. Range 5 slow him.
So I was always of the mind, which we've said in previous episodes, that Yondu was the better of that box. But
I would agree. I think because I think he does more. He can still do some damage, but he also does a lot more just little fun things throughout it.
He just seems more consistent than Nova, right?
Yeah.
Also, quick draw.
Yeah, so he's got defensive tech, so he's rolling 5 defensive dice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's pretty easy for him to get his own innate reroll anyways. So, 5 dice with a reroll wild slow, you're more likely to get the wild. So you're at least when you're shooting him at range 5, right? That's really long, but you're at least more than likely to hit the slow. So you can even just use him to condition give.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. I don't know. He just has a lot more. It's always those characters who are consistent that tend to end up being better than. And Nova's good. Don't get me wrong. Nova's really good, but I do think that Yondu is just like game over game. You'll see more performance out of him than you will out of Nova.
And he has hit and run.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, at range 5, right? So
it's also a energy attack range 5.
Yep.
That is fucking annoying.
That sounds a lot like Star-Lord.
Yeah.
No one likes that guy, Nick.
Yeah.
I like Star-Lord.
I like Star-Lord too, you know what?
I actually like almost all of the Guardians characters.
Same here. And I like Chris Pratt, so suck it.
Although I don't like What's-Her-Face's Gamora, but I don't like that actress. There you go.
She is pretty hot.
Right.
Don't love her. She's not my favorite. Like, she does good jobs, but she's not my favorite.
All right. So, last thing on, I guess, just a couple more things on the list. Learning curve. About how do we think they are to pick up as a new faction for someone maybe newer in the game. My comment was easy to start with, but really high ceiling, because you can just start them with saying, hey, Rocket, Groot, Star-Lord, I'm going to shoot people, I'm going to do damage, I'm going to kill people, and then I'm play kind of the mission with it. Pretty easy to do. But also, like with Yondu and a lot of other pieces, I feel like they can do a lot of tricky, fun stuff and a lot of secure stuff.
You know what, Steven? For once in podcast history, everything you just said, I agree with.
I know.
Look at me.
It's true, though. I think they're a very beginner-friendly faction, but you can really improve upon them, and it takes practice to actually get...
In a much broader way, they're an allegory for MCP itself.
Easy
to start.
You get into some philosophy here.
No, not really. They're but
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, easy to start with a lot of depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll also say that monetarily, they're going to be one of the easiest factions to get as well.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be 2 affiliation boxes soon.
Those are good boxes.
Yeah, it's like, what, you drop $80-$100 and you're good to go?
If they don't change the pricing, they'll both be $60 each, so it'll be $120 for
That's
them.
still like a pretty good entry to any game.
Yeah,
so I think if you wanted like every Guardians character, you're probably looking closer to $200.
Yeah, I think the only mandatory purchase I would say after would probably be the Bill box, because Bill's such a good linchpin for like your midline like anchor, you know?
Yeah, I think you buy the 2 basically start whatever they're called, like affiliation boxes and Bill, and you could play a really strong Guardians list.
I would agree with that, yeah.
Speaking of starting the game stuff, do you guys see the information about the new starter kits for X-Men and Spider-Fizz, where you get actually like dice and range tool and stuff like that with them?
That's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, I kind of like it because I feel like it's a good idea for X-Men because a lot of people like X-Men in this game.
What kind of dice are they talking? Are they going to be custom dice?
No, they're probably just normal dice.
Blue
and
dice.
normal range tools, I would assume. But like it's like you don't have to get the core set. You can get like the X-Men starter pack, and you can start the game with this, which I feel like is a really good idea to hopefully grow the game.
Yeah, it's nice, and it also helps consolidate more boxes together so that it's easier in stores as well, right?
Yeah.
They also probably have an abundance of dice and movement tools they need to get rid of.
Probably, yeah.
You only really need 1 box, though, in this game.
Yeah.
That's the APOC
That's
one.
the APOC
Oh my
box.
gosh.
The 15-threat APOC.
No,
wait,
only
it's
Punisher.
not APOC.
Only
it's Punisher. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 14,
15.
by the way. Oh, 16, actually.
16.
Yeah.
We did talk at the beginning of the podcast about and Bork bought another Apocalypse for some reason.
Because I'm going to donate. Okay. Are you serious? It's because of cancer.
No, I did say that. I didn't commit you 100% to it, but I said you're probably going to donate one.
No, I already, so I called Crossroads, that's our LGS this morning, and I was like, yo, do you have APOC? And they were like, yes. I was like, okay, orange one goes to the donation. So it's official.
All right. You can get one of Steven's children.
I will say, the orange one is on theme a little bit with our official Alive on One logo.
Is it?
Some oranges
there
in
you
there.
go.
Wait, was that a happy coincidence?
I think it might have been. You could even go back in and spruce them up and add some of the other colors, and he could be themed for the Alive on One
Can you
logo.
freehand our logo onto his chest, please?
I'll try. I will try.
So hard.
Yeah, I just pulled up a picture of our logo.
I told you.
You know what I could do actually though is make him a paper T-shirt.
Yeah.
You don't even have to
ball
pick up
sweaty man
paper
on it.
ones.
Let's go.
Just go to like the toy store and buy like a white Barbie shirt and just pull it over him.
Okay, but how would I put the? Okay, this is another topic. So is your brother available, and does he do print designs for small dolls?
You could probably scale that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, have you looked at Matt Alex's spider or webs? He like prints out little news articles really small. You could just print it really small, cut it out, and like glue gun it.
Okay, listen. I'm already TOing. If one of you wants to take the lead on this,
if I find a little T-shirt, I will pick it up.
But what am I supposed to do with that?
I
don't have a fucking ink thing. I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure you could probably print the thing up. I can figure it out. I'll figure it out.
There's do ways. It. Yeah, there we go.
This is the
I can't guarantee it's going to happen.
This is called delegating. Well,
but now you need to go in and just like add some of the other colors that are in the logo and make them really in a live on one.
I really like the way he is, though.
I haven't actually seen him, so maybe he's already got all the necessary colors. I don't know.
Oh my God, Nick, you don't follow us on Facebook?
I haven't looked at the model in like forever.
I want to tell our listeners, anything behind the scenes is definitely not Nick. Hashtag definitely at not Nick. Definitely not Nick.com. That's our new website.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's wrap this sucker up. You guys have any thoughts about, again, we kind of mentioned it. I don't see them a crazy lot in the meta, but I feel like they're very good. Do you feel like we'll see more of them as time goes on?
I'm excited that there may be wider Guardians list that may show up now because there's more extracts as a whole and more pay to flips.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hoping to see like more of the faction represented than just, CGR plus a splash kaiju these days.
Yeah, me too.
I think they're really good. I really do. I think especially now with the new mission change, you probably already talked about this, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess in summary, they're definitely like a team to me. And I mean this in all seriousness, a B+ A- team in terms of the new mission layout. Like they perform very well on it.
Yeah, I would put them there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Nick, I think you should continue playing them.
I agree.
I will. I love Guardians. So
yeah. A little fun thing. Sorry, you first.
I was going to say, I don't know if you'll necessarily see them pick up unless they become meta, because that just seems to be the MCP way. The meta things are what you see a lot of, and even the good stuff you don't necessarily see a lot of.
I don't agree with that at all.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But you and I never agree on half the stuff.
No, I just mean like, okay, so look at our meta, right? We play in the Northeast. Jin is included in this. If you go to a big tournament, yeah, maybe you'll see less of them.
Okay, I'm thinking on the big tournament thing. I'm not thinking about necessarily the little tournament. I'm like in my mind.
No, but like
okay,
a little tournament is our
what does the long
tournament.
shanks thing look like? Is what I'm thinking.
60% win rate, I'd guess.
No, but I'm saying I don't think you necessarily see a spike in their play on Longshanks unless all of a sudden they have like the meta character.
I guess
in
you're
their
fair.
list.
Like if you become the mega boogeyman, everyone's going to jump on board and play.
Right?
Yeah,
that's right. Like with Asgard, they all of a sudden just skyrocket.
They're not a boogeyman for sure. Yeah.
You might see him increase a little bit. I don't know.
What's Jin playing these days? I'm just kidding.
Jin playing these days?
No, I know what he's playing.
You know what I'm playing for.
I know. I was like just giving you shit because like the factions you play are very good.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
how about we phrase it this way? Is instead of like, oh, they're going to be really big in the meta, they should be a faction that you should be aware of how to play against them.
Yeah,
because
I think you'll see them. But
yeah.
So, absolutely. I do have a random question, Jin, that maybe you can explain because it's kind of confounding my mind. Okay. So I was looking at a recent. Now that we're kind of on the topic, we'll all bring back Guardians. This relate, but I was looking at tournament results recently. Why are Avengers all of a sudden like top 6 of the top 8 on certain things?
Best leadership in the game.
I mean, it's an evergreen faction, right? Like in their mid-range faction.
Mm-hmm. But why just Avengers? Do you think we're still in a playtesting experimentation mode?
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Okay.
But also, like, you look at all the releases, right, that they have, and the current models, they just happen to have very good models. Like, they have Shang-Chi, they have Hulk, they have, like, a lot of Dr. Voodoo, like, all these great models that, I think really play this new paradigm shift of scenarios well. So, You should not be surprised that Avengers.
Is there something I'm missing though? That's like glaringly obvious.
I would say it's leaderships, right? I think Steve 1 leadership is fucking phenomenal, and even Cap 3 leadership.
Do you think people are going Sam? I didn't look at the list or anything. I'm just curious.
Well, it's not Hulkbuster, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Come on.
To be fair, I did see one list with Hulkbuster only, so that was weird.
Yep.
He's probably practicing your timeline.
Yeah, probably.
But at the same time, they have Avengers Assembled, like and stuff like that. They're just a solid faction with a solid like roster of models. Mm-hmm. So like as long as the pilot is competent, I think you shouldn't be surprised if they do well. Okay. You know what I mean?
And got it. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Guiding that back to Guardians, I think I don't know. Maybe it's something about like trends and player play that like I think Guardians are up there like with Avengers. That's why I brought them up, because I think Guardians can hold their own against Steve even. They just have that mobility and attrition that not like I don't know. Most other teams don't have, right? Like they have the ability to hit and run. So you're always consistently doing damage while you're flipping points. Which Avengers don't, they don't have that as much, I guess. So it was a little weird, but go ahead, Steven.
It's just an interesting thing because you had me flipping through Longshanks looking at it, and one of their higher win percentages against Midnight Sun at a 57% win rate. And I don't always take
Guardians or Avengers?
Yeah, Guardians against Midnight Suns. I don't always take these as like guarantee, but that could be maybe an indicator of are they good at an anti-meta pick? Because in a Midnight Sun or not Midnight Sun, Midnight Suns are very good.
Midnight Suns are really good right now.
A little anti-meta.
Yeah. That's a good point. No, you bring up a really good point. Like this is the whole like interplay between meta and counter meta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah, and I think that Guardians are a good spot. Those two new models really open up their faction a lot, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think the missions open up the game too.
Yeah. And Guardians are good at those missions. Like they really are. They're hyper mobile. They usually have power enough because like if you're hitting and running, right, you're spending the 2 for the initial, but you're hitting someone with like a range 4 builder. So you have the ability to like gain at least 1 power. So after you move, you can flip a point or something like that.
I do feel like they probably miss demons a lot.
Yeah.
God, they were really good.
They do miss demons because the idea of Cosmic and Nova on demons.
Yeah, I've played that in my practice games, and let me tell you, like Nova lining up for a beam on demons, it just feels so good. So, but it's gone.
And then if you get Bill in there as well, then all of a sudden you have Bill, Cosmic, and Nova.
Yeah. So, funny story. Before Thor 2 was nerfed, I did run, I think, Nova, Bill, Thor 2, Star-Lord on an E.
Sounds gross.
Yeah, it was gross. Because you had Brothers in Arms access. And it was like, okay, now we're just going to hit you with like, I don't know, over 30 dice.
With a winging it token.
Yeah, with winging it tokens, exactly. RIP. But honestly, that would have been, if they hadn't changed anything, that would have been a huge issue for the faction. So,
yeah.
I do not wish it the rest in peace. I wish it the rest in suffering.
Yeah. Burn in hell.
Wow.
Well, clearly you didn't play Guardians then.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to leave them. Lots of questions there, but I think you should play them.
Yeah.
They're fucking cool. I mean, besides Star-Lord, I think they're fucking cool.
So, do you like everybody but Star-Lord?
Okay.
I mean,
so
I love
I have a question. This is like more of a psychoanalysis here. Do you not like Star-Lord because he looks like the Buffalo Bills quarterback with a helmet on?
You're right. I don't like Josh Allen either, and they do look kind of similar.
Is it something about their face? Like,
he's just got a face. I hate it.
All right, we're gonna leave it a mystery, though.
You can come. You can come lay down on this couch, Steven.
All right, and we'll talk about it. Ask me at the charity event about it, and I'll get really annoyed and say, "Please stop asking this guy question."
No, I mean, I'm not going to interrupt you. You're going to be playing while I'm going to be sitting in a corner crying.
Just walk over to him every game and be like, "So why do you hate Star?"
Yeah.
No. Guys, this is supposed to be for the Patreon After Dark specials.
No. Oh, you're right.
We should. That's a good idea.
We have one Patreon.
But he'd get After Dark specials.
Dave would love that, by the way. So we can call him by name now.
All right, well, let's wrap this sucker up. Like always, follow us on Instagram, Facebook. You can email us at aliveandone@gmail.com. Email Bork if you want an Apocalypse painted. He can buy more Apocalypse models.
Yo, I'm being dead serious, by the way. No, I know you guys make a joke about it, but I am getting so good at that fucking scheme. Send me your Apocalypse. Like, you obviously have to pay me. Like, this isn't for free.
With favors.
Oh, yeah, it would be really cool though if like people just sent me their apocalypses, and I was like, okay, cool. Now I got another one.
Mm-hmm.
You're like the collector, but only of apocalypse from different universes.
You guys, Nick comes like over in like 3 years to my apartment. He's like, yo, I really love your hobby. I'm like, but Nick, you haven't seen the best part yet. I opened this closet and it's just like 20 apocalypse.
Oh my God. I'd probably recommend you see a shrink at that.
I already do, man. So what are you gonna do?
Maybe you need an apocalypse focused shrink.
We're not just an apocalypse focused podcast. We're apocalypse focused healthcare.
This podcast is so ridiculous.
Oh God. We'll leave a review on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to us. We haven't got any bad ones yet. I want a bad one.
No, we don't want a bad one. That's bad.
This is like my favorite thing in the world, too. Like I talked about earlier, I feel the link to Huge Miniatures down below.
Me?
God, these guys always interrupt me.
Please send help.
Be funny.
Please send help.
5 stars. Please send help.
It's true. He needs help. We do force him onto the podcast. He's not here by choice.
Yeah, he's held here by gunpoint.
Clearly.
Really, it's a cattle prod at this point.
Oh, God. Follow us on Discord to keep the trend going, to randomly talk about Apocalypse and to make sure Jen's okay. Link will be down below in the description. And then, Jen, you want to talk about where else you're found?
Yeah, you can find me at RSMP Tabletop occasionally. We're starting the Red Room training videos, so we had the first episode out. Second episode will be coming soon, so by the time this podcast released, hopefully next week after this release, you should see the second episode. Let me know and let the channel know on the comments section, and also to me on Discord, if you like it, at Gen8WR on Discord, and also RSMP Tabletop on YouTube. Thank you very much for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
So, fun fact, I just added a section to our Discord called Is Jin Okay?
Oh my God. That's just going to be a meme repository.
Probably.
That's
probably, yeah.
Jin, you're also featured here. Like, I love how you didn't mention, you can also find me here.
Here on this podcast.
Well, I said other places. It could be referred to as not just here.
Did we talk about the cancer event?
Yes. We did.
Okay, cool.
We do, manage things without you on occasion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'll listen to it.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. And like always, Godspeed to that random raccoon that fell out of the ceiling.